I know what he gonna do. Say lines about funeral, lines about Rex and Moo. But let's see what he gonna do when I say some shit that's true. For example, I was on the subway. My little cousin asked me a question, but I was looking a different direction. So she asked again, tried to grab my chin. I said, wait, give me a second. Because there's this poster above the window, and I vividly read it, and it said that anyone caught with a loaded weapon will be sentenced to 3.5 years in bold letters, no exception. But 2 months later, he's on a smack card, talking about I'm back, y'all. Now either that card, or that's the fastest 3.5 I ever seen for a gap charge. I did a big and a half in a max for some crack. He did a week and a half at the max for a day. So that explains all the Donatellos and purple flags right to the back. Because every Ninja Turtle had 1 leader. That was a rat. How you come in with your fifth, call you Nick, swing canes, drumming with the clip. Whoa! That shit even look cool. How you come in and you spit. I just can't believe it's true if it's coming from a snitch. You that undercover from Akron with a bop that's mean. Y'all seen him too deep? He showed them all his spots, his seed, so he made it look believable when it was time to pop that thing. But when it was time to ride hard, he dropped a dime on guard. You ain't no cop, Jay Reed. We draw them rats to the water. Got a few of them gone. Some niggas pool parties. Got a few of them trunks. Nigga, you telling for money? Doing too much. That explains why Surf got a shoe on the front. I can't surf when it's time to be up to the wild pop. name of that little bitch. You pressure her for kisses in that lobby on Elizabeth. Rub up on her body, see her father, and the nigga did. Always give her lines like he gonna take her on a business trip. But her father says she can't go nowhere without a permission slip. Yo, this song is fucking packed foul. Y'all say this nigga tough. Fuck DNA. What's my slogan?
Little Math. Little Math. Your records retail this year? You probably sell as many copies as there's females in here. Little Math. Little Matthew. Look around the room, you bitch. Aside from her and her, you the only one with a uterus. Little Matthew. Little Matthew. You sweeter than licorice. Only thing hood about him's the skin on his clitoris. Little Matthew. Little Matthew. You like when I call you Little Matthew. See, I call you Little Bitch, but your real name's so bitch I don't have to. Cause I'm disappointed with the comp that Smack is giving me. I'ma make Smack wanna smack you literally. You got garbage punchlines and plastic similes. I recycled your rhymes to trash you lyrically. Cause back in high school, I smashed this chickadee. To cut, she cut science class to visit me. We had the chemistry, attracted physically, taught her sex ed and woodshop. Now math is history. He passed his bitch to me. You failed, she followed me. I mapped it instantly. It's called geography. Social studies, the whole globe will love me, but you're only famous to your local buddies. So get focused, dummy. It's just the start of the lecture. I played a part of professor in your hardest semester. Get your pocket protector. Protect your pockets. Withdraw your wallet. Direct deposit. Collect your profits. Your digits subtract. I divide your pie so my division could snack. Pay you, no mind. I never listen to math. Plus, I'm ADD in addition to that. So I'm getting your cash. This schooling is priceless. My other students is lifeless. You gonna lose to the nicest. A grown man's face isn't usually like this. He looks like Chris Brown having a puberty crisis. And I'm Mike in his prime. You ain't even the top sequel. Sugar Shane versus Sweet and Low. We're not equal. I've mastered addition and you lacking in wisdom. He dies. I multiply with a master's precision. I gave him the equations, but his answers are missing. So if this guy's a problem, I'm a mathematician. You a keyboard beat. I'm a MP snare. Your tank's on E and I'm MC squared.
Time. Foul, bro. I was too sweaty.
So, y'all want to know the real reason that we had problems in grind time? Y'all want to know the real reason we had problems in grind time? Yeah. Shit, me too. Might have been all in this guy's mind. I mean, when I picture what was at stake and follow the timeline, D was only beefing because I was in my prime, because we had never met before. They had rappers on every floor, and you paid Cap Callis to book my room next to yours. Since you don't know the difference between real life and a message board, you trolled the hallway all day posting up on my bedroom door. The whole weekend, you followed me. No drama or static. Then hopped on camera in your battle and you called me a faggot. And I'll never forget this. With Pumpkinhead as my witness, you ran right out of the ring to me and begged for forgiveness. It was awkward and kind of just weird. Offered to buy me a beer, talking right in my ear, apologizing for years by the line that Bashir took time to prepare that I didn't hear because I wasn't watching your battle, because I didn't care. See, between love and hate, there's a thin line, but for Diz, no disconnect. So everybody that Diz respects becomes someone he disrespects. From the indirects to the blatant hate. In your Twitter rants, you've discussed me, but you're on my dick the second we're face to face trying to give me dap. You disgust me with your rants and your 10-page speeches, talking junk about Smack more than an NA meeting. If you and URL's relationship something you can't prepare, you know what a real gangster would do. Just not battle there. What's wrong with King of the Dot? You know what I'm saying? You hate the East Coast because we never gave you support. We gave you hip-hop culture, Diz. We gave you the sport, the way that you walk, your dress code, the slang that you talk. You from the Fresh Coast? Son, the word fresh came from New York. You pull your iPhone out your pocket in battles. Awesome example of how all of the raps that you spit you got from the Apple. I mean, y'all. I mean, y'all know his notes section's just a pad full of writtens. So what, it's cool to do that now because Cannabis did it? You such a fucking hip-hop purist? How's that a crutch you still rely on? We seen Diz sell out in battles more than Malathion. You call street rappers phony, but your gun bars be dialed out. It's like you can't get a line out without a 9 now. The principles he been talking, we don't never see him walking. It's all theory, you don't really stand for shit, you Stephen Hawking. It's so feeble. Flint, Michigan, it's so feeble. Flint, Michigan tap water, your flow's lethal, but only because the poison you fed them misled your own people. You're not a terrorist, you're a tourist, a gimmick, pointing your fingers at our flaws like a critic to hide your fraudulent image. The real perpetrator's you, but you don't want to admit it. You're like the coward who killed Cyrus and said the warriors did it. Oh, you fucking hypocrite! You whore for attention, you exhibitionist, you preach what you don't practice, give a speech and contradict the shit, you overdose or coke in the nose, emotional roller coaster, you opportunist, you Brutus Judas, you culture vulture. I hate you, but it's my fault, because I stepped out of this ring and turned my queen to my ex-wifey, and I prayed her new suitor would be a king who was just like me. I walked away from this woman who was the love of my life, and I can't stand that her new man just ain't fucking her right. See, when you were still trying to see her through the bottom tier and the future of battle rap was not as clear, I was here, been a pioneer the entirety of my career. I made this backpack shit take off. I'm the Rocketeer. I spelled out this path to give y'all some direction, put myself on the map so you could follow the legend. What I deserve, I achieved with just a verse and a beat. I didn't work for a fee, and what I earned wasn't free. Went on a murdering spree, hit every curb in the street. When it was 30 degrees, I was still burning MCs. In terms of this league, my words and my schemes are the birds and the bees, the sperm and the seeds. What emerged was this league. So you're the MC. You are because you were birthed from my breed. I didn't quit and come back. I took maternity leave. I fathered your whole existence, Diz. You learned this from me, then played the role of an heir you're unworthy to be. You're not Solomon reborn. You've been keeping my seat warm. A Diz-figured version of me that's how deformed. And the Commodore and Eli might seem like a lovely option till you realize in real life what it feels like without Nucky Thompson. Let Diz, Pat, and Max scrap for seconds and third. Who gives a fuck about runners-up now that the best is returned?
You make the worst life decisions. For instance, why the fuck do you throw up every time you in front of a good crowd? Why do all your close battles turn into 8 Man? Your palms be sweaty, knees weak, arms be heavy, vomit on that sweater already. Charlie Spaghetti, he's nervous. There's vomit on his sweater already. Charlie Spaghetti, he nervous, but on the surface he look calm and ready to drop bombs, but it get Osama deadly. So when you say you a killer, I believe it, cause you show the world that you are a hitman, another nigga calling Earl. You make the worst life, nah, fuck all that. Reading them tweets and them blogs became extremely upsetting. Y'all saying with DNA's intellect and K-Shine aggression, it can go either direction. Now, either that was an insult to my intelligence, or y'all don't know the difference between a beast and a peasant. So being that we're using DNA, it's only right I take a scientific method and teach y'all a lesson. Give me a second. Wait.
You
Y'all hear me? Now y'all probably wondering why I bring all this to the center stage, because if y'all don't understand a human body, all you gotta do is break down DNA. You ain't got a tough joint connected to your fucking bones. You lost 2 X, that's why I see bitch when a chromosome. You a sperm cell. You a sperm cell from... Yo, y'all listening?
Okay, start from the top.
You ain't got a tough joint connected to your fucking bones. You lost 2 X, that's why I see bitch when a chromosome. You a sperm cell from Charlie, but if he's the heart, that mean that blood that pump through your veins ain't thick enough to hold the zone. So anytime you spit, they bring organs center stage. If y'all wanna understand the human body, all you gotta do is break down DNA. Wait, now let's get to these bars so y'all can feel this. If y'all not familiar with this, this is called the double helix. It's the same setup that... This the same setup that this nigga used with his lyrics. But I'm gonna show you how to take this DNA with this DNA and compare it. You use one solid bar and try to make it a setup. Then use words that coincide to make it look better. Then end it with a wavy line so y'all think that he clever. But I don't know how you fucking y'all head up when it's just like this setup. A double helix. 2 wavy lines with little bars in between that keep them together.
You see his face when he loses it.
If y'all want to know why, let me get this nigga, man. If y'all want to know why I bring all this to the center stage, if y'all don't understand a human body, all you got to do is break down DNA. Now, everyone's familiar with a cell is, right? We all know the human body was processed from this cell, sperm cell, which gave us life, right? Which is also DNA, but I don't think that's right because ironically, DNA has never been in a cell in his life.
Get that nigga Professor Shine! Get that nigga Professor Shine! Get that nigga Professor Shine!
Hey, DNA, hey, have you ever seen a cell? Have you ever made a cell? Have you ever been in a cell? No. That's what leads us back to this chart. Because these are blood cells. They travel through your vein to get that little shit in your chest a spark. If you like these, that means you never had it beat from the start. So a cell is not an option. All your beats are for bars. Because DNA can never live in a cell if you ain't got no heart, nigga. If y'all want to know why I bring all this to the center stage, if y'all understand a human body, all you gotta do is break down DNA. Now with Adam, and Adam is the reason that human energy is possible. 2 or more atoms together creates a molecule. All your energy comes from a nigga holding you down. So your energy's on top of you. Let's see where your energy go when them real clips is inside of you. So if y'all wanna know why I bring all this to the center stage, if y'all understand a human body, all you gotta do is break down. No, before I leave this segment, I'm gonna leave a grade on how a human gets body. It's only right we give D and A. Now y'all see why I grabbed this shit? All right, now class dismissed. Now look, what Fab say? I wipe all my tears before I put on my gloves? Cause it hurt when you gotta kill a nigga you love? Well, I want you to know how I feel since I'm in that position. I feel like Nino Brown, nigga, minus all of the snitching. G-Money, we could have been getting lump sums of bread. You let one of your bitches that I'm dicking fuck with your head. Now instead of getting work, you getting work, getting fucked up instead. You mean to tell me that measly bitch creeping is the reason that whole operation dead? Instead of expressing your feelings, you give your dogs up to the fans? That's why when you say, am I my brother's keeper? I look you square in your eye, nigga, and say, yes, I am, and give you one to the head. Hey, Clips, you condone this shit? Clips, you condone this shit? We were supposed to be like brothers. We made this Carter look good. We was holding down each other. You let a nigga infiltrate, he ended up being undercover. Now, everybody going down. This shit bigger than Nino Brown. And conceded, I never liked you anyway, pretty motherfucker. Like a a psychic. It be getting my palms red. You caught that? That chopper like a psychic. It be getting my palms red. I send that nigga right to the light. If Carl Ed, I got a long clip that be hanging like ours red. It'll be like Eric said a line, conceded, didn't get the ball said. I have DNA going right over Carl Ed. Shit be mine.
Yo, I'm disgusted by the crutches that these suckers need to write. I'm disgusted by the crutches that these suckers need to write. Free surf. But if he to reach God, then rum is reaches Christ. There be so there be so much reaching when this guy composes prose. He gotta write his fucking rhymes in a Heisman Trophy pose. Reciting bars about firearms, he'll paint the words with his hands, trying to convince us you catching bodies through some interpretive dance. But Steams and them is the best at that. You eating from what they team has done. You biting pieces of the cake style, and Beasley feeds you crumbs. The bread they fed us heavyweights. Nitty never ate. Your little paper on the back end, just a temporary plate, and that's how hunger happens. That's how hunger happens. You don't run your trap, but your gums is flapping. I'm at the bank talking withdrawals without a southern accent. I had this formula for moolah when you was just teething. Been milking this game since Titty Boy was breastfeeding, baby. What you been hot a year? Still ain't making $1 here. Probably wouldn't even recognize Smack without a beard. You they property ain't about to see a proper piece of the profit share. They pay you less than bottom tier. Nitty, you a volunteer and signing a... Hey! Let's go, man! And signing the contracts like getting high from a contact, cause now you're gonna have a hard time getting off Smack. Well, I'm handing out hits, so this the methadone clinic. You get beat so steady you think a metronome did it. First you get the bow, Riddick, the left to go with it. When I put lashes on your cheek, it ain't from Eskimo kisses. I could box with both fists. I could box...
They don't get that. They don't get that.
I could box with both fists. I could box with both fists. Have every punch land, or just to prove a point to them, make this 3-0 with one hand to get props. Yo. Too early. I could box with both fists, have every punch land, or just to prove a point to them, make this 3-0 with one hand to get props. Pinky in the air while I sip scotch, middle finger through your round. Nothing you say in this ring pops. Let's state the facts. Yo, let's state the facts. Y'all might have to play this back, but when you piece it all together, those the type of lines that created Smack. So So Glue, Joe, Mike, and none can play their new roles, but I was the first white to watch. I made this Hugh Blow, had buku runs.
Stop it!
Yo.
Stop
Ew.
it! We going to the jewelry store.
Ew. I had buku runs before you new school bums. Laid the blueprint for everything that you do, Rum. Knew Smack and Bees before I knew what YouTube was. I could even explain in detail what Nunu does. And I was Yo, let's wrap it up, yo. Chill. And
Hold it down.
I had buku runs before you new school bums. Laid the blueprint for everything that you do, rum. Knew smacking bees before I knew what YouTube was. I could even explain in detail what Nunu does. And I was self-taught. My education was intuition. School of Hard Knocks paid my own dues and tuition. I used my aggressive disposition to get to disposition. That L I took didn't end the mission. That was intermission. I'm still player. The truth is Mook did me a real favor when he gave me that box. It made me a hellraiser. Plus, I never been a grudge holder or an axe grinder. Hey yo, watch your mouth. When I never been a grudge holder or an axe grinder, I just pass by you. If you a roadblock, I'm a fast driver. Even without no gas or a flat tire, I'm that writer who could turn the whole map into flatliners on paper. I got pad after pad for you manginas, hitting keys, a gigad's for you bitches like Quagmire. When I slacked my last time on Smack White, it got crab hyper. Heard him talk like he had what it take to attack iron, but you died soon as the contract was signed and the bag wired. Guess it ain't work out how you planned, cause I'm backfired.
Let's go! Give it up!
Hey, yo, fuck Murder Mook. Fuck T-Rex. Stop it, never, see? Got him. Just cause y'all don't see me with my niggas, that don't mean we don't rock together. I mean, it's NWX, but I'm gonna be a dot forever. And at any call, I can get 3 beams and he can see these dots together. But wait, you battled your brother, and you standing right there, sucker. I mean in front of complete strangers, just to be the top on stage. I mean, me and my brothers beef too, but those are the games we not gonna play. I mean, it's loyalty over love, and that's not gonna change, but certain shit your brother do, you not gonna take. See, me and my brother fought the other day, and we was together on the block all day. He got drunk in front of bitches, and he said a bunch of things I'm not gonna say. Well, we argued, went our separate ways. Long story short, I popped off next day. Not because he was drunk, or what he said to the bitches. Because he ain't call and say he got home safe. This is the difference between... Nigga, this is the difference between you and I. This is the difference between you and I. Yo, y'all can hear me? This is the difference between you and I. Anything I do off the wall, nigga, it's suicide. All you do is seeing this blood. Soon as I shoot a 5, walking with a bag of clips. It's the movie guy, hammers from all races. I got hammers from all races. Hammers are all races. Like the Nina Caucasian. That mean to leave rednecks and only work for hunting. I got a Puerto Rican chopper. I got a call Cortez just to work the button. The Desi African American. I can't get it to work for nothing. But the 40 Mexican, I can put it to work for nothing, Dad. I'm killing this nigga. Go ahead, Mac. Go ahead. Go ahead and act crazy. 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 I swear to God, we turning it up. Before I even finish a bar, brought a burn-up bus. They like, damn, Dirty, what happened to your verses and stuff? It went down before he finished like a courtesy flush. What we got? What we got? Another 6-foot nigga with a death wish. Nah, you about 5'11". With these texts, I sent a different kind of message. What Saga at? Somebody better find the Reverend. Ain't see the clip. Look how I rewind the weapon. Shoot us both, just so I can slide in heaven. Shoot him again. You about 5'11". With these texts, I send a different kind of message. What Saga at? Somebody better find the Reverend. Ain't see the clip? Look how I rewind the weapon. Shoot us both, just so I can slide in heaven. Hit him again, screaming out, God forgive him. Gave hell on earth, don't let this arm again. You You a fraud, nigga. You a fraud, nigga. You a fraud, nigga. You a fraud, nigga. Well, everything you do like this and that. Well, if that's the shit that please your fans, then I ain't dissing that. But where I'm from, nigga, we ain't doing all this and that. When the drama come, we gonna get this and that. Big 40 with a big clip. I put this and that. Big drum, hollow the tip, and put this and that.
Shit like that.
I'm a heavyweight, you featherweight, I'm better weight, let the weapon spray, 2 arms up, let's meditate, have your people dressed like it's wedding day, in your block looking like they riding for Freddie Gray, every day, nigga. Let it spray, I ain't even try to talk to him, St. Louis the clip, it got an arch to him, get his chest blue, Tony Stark's. Let it spray, NWX, nigga, let it spray. I ain't even trying to talk to him. I St. Louis the clip, I mean I arc through him, leave his chest blue. Tony Stark's through him, hole so big, fuck around and walk through him.
Shit like that. Face first.
Treat him like old dog. Look, I treat him like old dog. Treat him like old dog did the nigga with the. Treat him like old dog did the nigga with the cheeseburgers. Got enough slugs in here to fit 3 burners. That mean there's no limit when I see murders. Boy, I got to stick around like freeloaders. That's bars, nigga. Y'all think this nigga tough? Fuck his haircut and them cheap ass sweatpants. Zip him up.
Oh shit.